mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. Guys are ready to go. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Terry Rozier.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Wallace is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hartenstein in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Heat, in the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. Hero out there with Rozier, and it's Butler in at the 3 slot. They stand by this point of the season. What can a coach reasonably expect from his players?
Well, first of all, Kevin, I don't know any coaches who are reasonable. But as far as what to expect...
I always thought you were reasonable, by the way.
Well, thank you very much. So did I, but my players didn't. So, you know, but we can expect players to execute the system that you have in place. They are professional athletes. And if they don't understand what they're doing or can't execute it, you can't play them.
Hero against Gilgeous-Alexander. Adebayo kicks to Butler. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, the defense was all over him, but Butler is not someone who gets rattled.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the evening. So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about Heat culture, the Miami franchise, from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization, is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part is they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
He will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Heat have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Butler against Dort to the middle. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Heat leading by 5. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
For the Heat, their last game a loss to the Pistons in Detroit. Will it go? It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. No good at the rim. He'd have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Thunder trailing by 8. Pass to Williams. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Hero with the screen on Wallace. Here's Rozier. It's tipped. They recover it. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. Smith comes in for Tyler Hero. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Smith finds Butler. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Attacking the rack to great effect.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
The free throw dropped for Butler. Dan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? We want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly. Here's Joe. It's rebounded by Jovic. Here's Miami now. They're on a 19-7 run. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And it's off from three-point range. Wiggins with it. Robinson picks him up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Alec Burks.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Thunder shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for the Thunder. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Hero from long range. Here's Love. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, you know Love isn't afraid of getting after it out there. You got to love the energy there on the glass.
Tries the spin move. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight. Getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one. We've got Hero. He's out there with Robinson. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Highsmith in at the 4th spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Although Love plays with a lot of finesse, I love seeing him throw it down like that, showing how he can still elevate with the best of them.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. We have the break in the action. Let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games. Second, the Thunder.
Well, their defense over the last 10 games has been exceptional. They're really getting after it and communicating well on that end of the floor.
Terry Rozier's checked in for Miami. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. They set the pick to the inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This league, Stan, and you've watched it and coached it for years, has the best players in the entire world. And some guys, though, can kind of be overlooked. Like Terry Rozier, for instance.
Yeah, look, here's a guy who's averaged 28 points a game. He can create offense for other people. He plays hard, was an outstanding defender early in his career. He's an important piece for any team he's on.
And what speed and Stan, what athleticism.
Yeah, no question about it. This guy's somebody who shouldn't be under the radar.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Now Rozier, 5 points in the game. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And this team relies on Rozier's decision-making and using the pick there to create a shot for himself.
Thunder trailing by 12. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Kevin Love. The Thunder also changing it up. Hartenstein comes in for Kenrich Williams. And Wallace subbed in for Alex Caruso. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't let Bam get primetime positioning inside.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
The Heat leading by 9. Swiped it away. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Wide open. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Rozier for 3. The Thunder pull it in. And these guys are winning games by at least 11 points per game. I mean, they're beating up on teams in historic fashion.
And these guys are bringing back memories of that monumental season the 71-72 Lakers had at just over 12 points. These guys are nipping at their heels.
Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And that's a foul. It's his first foul. The Heat making a switch here. Butler's checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Williams, he's checked in for Wiggins. And it's Dort in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort a screen on Jaquez. There's the 3. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Dort.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
The Heat have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Wallace. Nothing on the board. Right side, Butler. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And now a 12-point Miami lead.
And Jimmy Butler is very comfortable operating in that mid-range area.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
A different look for Miami. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Jaime Jaquez. And it's Tyler Hero in for Robinson. Mitchell, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Come get it, come get it.
Hero against Mitchell. Adebayo with a screen on Mitchell. Hero passes to Adebayo.
Well, he's more than just a shooter. Hero can run offense, a solid ball handling option.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Williams, and it's blocked.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
Here's Mitchell with the drive, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
My goodness, that is how you attack a bigger defender.
And taken away by Wallace. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket for Mitchell.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Butler deciding where to go with it. And so it's Miami up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
They've made it fun to watch. Some of the best players in the world doing what they do best, Ernie.
Yeah, when everything clicks, it can be the most beautiful game on earth. 5 guys with one mission. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Mason Wallace is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hartenstein in at the center position. Miami shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
This guy is tough as nails. You love Butler's competitive spirit.
And that one is good from Hartenstein.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Butler kicks to Hero. Dort against Butler. Nice defense from Dort.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Miami leading by 13. Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, defensively, if you're letting Adebayo get rolling, it's time to rethink your approach.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jimmy Butler remains the Heat's franchise player. He says, the confidence my teammates and my coaches put in me, it's a lot. They hype me up out there, and I just go play. I try everything in my power to make sure that we win. They trust me with everything. And Kevin, he's earned that faith.
Adney DA, he tends to deliver in the biggest moments, and always has. Hey, we thank you for that report. Here's Adebayo.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. At one point, they led by 16. Butler passes to Jovic. Back to Butler, 16 feet away, and it comes off the front of the rim.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Dort misses. The Heat leading by 13. Rozier with the ball. He's got 9. Three-pointer, Butler. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Lift off, Mr. Dort. A one-way ticket to the rim.
Hero passes to Rozier. Adebayo, high post. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wallace and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
That's great anticipation by Dan. He sees the game so well, doesn't he?
Robinson's checked in for Miami. And then for Oklahoma City, Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Dort. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Joe finds Williams. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Adebayo. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Now, Hero. He has yet to score. And again, it's the Heat missing. Ring shot on the way. Goes back up. Joe, good. Joe's got it back down to single digits for Oklahoma City.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And they get it back. Butler. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. It's stolen by Adebayo. In transition, here comes Miami. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And he makes the first. And the Heat with some changes. Love comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Jaime Jaquez in for Jimmy Butler. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Mitchell's checked in. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
And a wide open look for Hero. Off target with his 3. The drive by Mitchell. And he gets the bucket. Mitchell's got 8 points.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Here's Hero. Puts up a deep 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Miami Heat in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Thunder trailing by 9. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Duncan Robinson out there with Terry Rozier. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Highsmith in at the 4 slot. Now here's Rozier. Fires from deep. It's good from long range. Rozier's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Heat. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Joe, and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. That's on Terry Rozier. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks, Kevin? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
And good that time. Rozier's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Down by 12. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Wallace is checked in, and he's good on the second. The Heat leading by 11. Pass to Jaquez. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Adebayo on the follow. And the Heat lead by 13.
Well, the activity that Bam plays with is special. He's always looking to grab an offensive rebound.
Williams, that's good.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Wallace against Rozier. And it's Adebayo in the corner. To the paint. The kick out to Rozier. Pass to Adebayo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Rozier missing. Thunder trailing by 11. On the wing, Wallace. Lets it fly from 18. They get it again. Williams can't hit. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Rozier with the ball. And it's Wallace picking him up.
You know, and every year, it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving.
And he can't get the first one. A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Wiggins. Thunder have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Joe finds Williams. It's hauled in by the Heat. At one point, they led by 16. Rozier the pass to Jovic. Outside, Hero. Outside, Butler. Two shots coming up.
Yeah, Butler's certainly not shy seeking out contact. He can live at the line.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Butler nails both of them. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Dort with the ball. Butler covering. Dort kicks to Williams. Outside Butler. Pass to Jovic. Back to Butler. Good ball movement here by Miami. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
All the officials are all over that one.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Thunder trailing by 16. Wallace looking for an opening. Hartenstein finds Wallace. Outside Williams. Here's Hartenstein, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Dort misses. The Heat leading by 14. Rozier for 3. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Miami.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Bam Adebayo.
He has really stood out tonight with his work on the glass. You can see the extra effort coming through.
1:06 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Adebayo. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Wallace, good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hero passes to Butler. That one good for 2.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Yeah, easy call.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. And at this point, Tyler Hero's used to hearing his name in just about every trade rumor that comes along, Stan. I would assume that's got to be a little disconcerting for a player.
It probably is, Kevin, but give him a lot of credit. It never seems to bother him, at least in terms of affecting his play on the floor. He still puts up big numbers. He plays with great confidence. Tyler Hero's an outstanding offensive player.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth.
First personal foul. Team foul number line for the Thunder, Isaiah Joe.
No good on that one. That's off as well, so he misses both. Robinson for three. He can't get that one. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Bam. Your impact is seen all over the stat sheet. So what's the mindset as you approach these games?
Just trying to get a team win, trying to impact winning. You know, that's what it's all about. My teammates got my back like I got theirs. So we're just going out there and trying to do our thing.
It was very visible there down the stretch. You looked like yourselves and got the win. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.